Ba-da-ba-ba-da.
Does that say abyssal horror?
Yep.
Hmm?
Go towards it. Do it.
Well, I gotta get out of here first.
Oh, hello.
Sorry, sir.
Hello.
Okay. So now all of my peeps are here. Everybody roll your 20s and good luck.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, damn it. Oh, Rachel. Oh, I got in that 20.
Boop, boop, boop.
Me, yeah.
Not 20.
Well, I told it to roll it, man, done it, so I'll tell it to roll it again. 6, there you go.
Probably come through twice. No?
Maybe not. I like it either way. 6.
Ririth. You get the pleasure. Gotta wait for Kerbals again, but you can do the recap, my dear.
To be fair, wouldn't Kerbals want to be here for the recaps? Who knows what the fuck's going on?
I mean, either or, to be honest, he doesn't really need to be here. Makes more sense that he doesn't know what happened.
Fair point, actually. Yeah, fair point. You are correct, sir. Oh, well.
Quick, deafen him. He can't know.
I did you died.
But you're back now from outer space.
No, that's where I am.
Rachel,
Sanka, you're dead.
is your pup doing the poop? Or are you doing the poop?
I'm here.
Hello.
I'm here.
It's
I'm
Rachel.
fighting with my
It's totally
fucking
Rachel.
headset.
Oh, okay.
You've seen the size of my dog. You know how. Well, you
Yeah.
can imagine how big his fucking poops are.
Yeah. He is a big. He's a big boy.
He is a unit.
Like, calling him Reinhardt is very appropriate. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. He's our very own little German tank.
Bring me another. That bastard.
Curved horns.
Okay. We went to the hospital. Picked up Nessie. Nelly, not Nessie.
Either or.
Picked up Nelly. We transported her in a cart that Goldie borrowed from someone she kind of knows, and then that guy was like, "Hey, if you're a good robot, Scrap, I'll let you take over my business." And then Scrap was like, "What?" And then we carried her to the underground, and then we did the bites, and then Savras and Lilith were like, "We're gonna stay here and have a sleepover. You guys go back and chill in your hotel rooms." So Gideon and Goldie and Scraps left, and then, well, Goldie done got sniped again. So yet another session ended with Goldie on the floor unconscious.
One of these days, she'll be unconscious on the floor in a positive way.
How?
Well, just think about it. So, yeah. We ended, technically speaking, he has many more shots he can take. But, Goldie, what are you doing as we will have initiative continue in a normal fashion?
Ugh, little asshole.
Anyone who's not already on it, put yourself on it. Initiative.
Hello. Oh, wow, the lift has appeared.
Ghost.
You go there, you.
I'm a ghost.
Hold on, let me just make sure you're...
I can't remember the range of my guns.
Bro, he's out there with a sniper.
I have so many colors.
Colours of the rainbow.
The colours of the wind.
Right, I'm gonna temporarily remove that and make it that. There we go. Now everybody can see through your eyes. So please do me a favour and don't throw yourself over to the sniper point, Lilith.
Okay.
It's just so
Oh.
anyone else who's not on the map can see through you. Yeah. So Goldie, what are we doing? You just got shot in the head and then restored very quickly.
I can't remember the range of my gun. I'm guessing it can. It's not that far away. That is pretty far.
He's pretty far away.
The
Yeah.
gun is... It says 40 by 120, but that's... Hold on. I think it's because it was like a palm pistol or something originally, but...
Yeah.
Hold on. There you go. New range, 80 by 240.
So I can shoot him.
At disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
To be fair as well, he is currently high up. So he has mediocre cover.
Ugh. How dare he be so far away? Ugh. I'm just gonna... Oh, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna be the better woman here. And just... I'm gonna... You know, flip him off as I walk away and just be like, coward, and just walk away.
Better woman now.
As you start walking that direction, you see a couple of guild faces, just base bounty hunters, start walking your direction.
Well, ha! Ah.
Oh shit.
Well, I would like to use... It's my second wind, isn't it? That gives me the HP, isn't it? Yeah, I would like to use my second wind to regain HP. So that's 1d10 plus 2, 7. Cool. Okay. So there's a couple
Wait,
there.
you use second wind, right?
Yeah.
That's your... It would be 4 because it uses your fighter level, I believe.
Oh, yeah, because I've changed it. Yeah, so it's 9.
Oh, just...
Yeah, because I haven't changed it. I put in the 1d10 plus, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. So I was on 7 plus 16. Nice. I might need that. Can I interact with them?
Sure. What do you do? I will say the very obvious. Some of these you've maybe seen before. They're all like hood covered and everything. They're trying to remain anonymous to a degree. They are walking toward you. Their intent is clear. You can see by the outfits, but you know that they are only doing this because there is money involved. Otherwise, they wouldn't care less.
But there's money involved to him as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there isn't money involved for you anymore.
But the question is, are they aware of that?
No. But I'm about to make them aware. I would like to just use my interaction just to like shout over. Listen, I don't want no trouble, but you know, the bounty on my head is now on his, so just gonna head back a little bit. I don't want no trouble. How much did I move?
10 feet.
Bruh.
Oh. 20? Oh, okay.
20 apparently. Yeah, I suppose I'll kind of duck over here a little bit, move up here. Then I don't want to really shoot them yet. I'll wait to see their interaction.
Okay.
That's what we do.
Then scrap.
Hello? Goldie, how hurt are you?
I consider me bloodied.
Okay.
Just got one shot in the head. Oh, thank you.
So that's one.
Nice.
And I'm going to just keep my crossbow like with me, but I'm not gonna shoot yet. I'm going to. How much can I move? Okay. I'll go here as well and say. Yeah, we met the guy who issued the bounty, and yeah, he changed it to this guy instead. If you want we can help you guys, if you want, no issue. We'll just be happy to take the sniper rifle.
Make a persuasion check. Goldie, what's your charisma bonus? What's your persuasion?
My persuasion is the modifier.
Yeah.
Is 2, just 2.
Oh, shame. So yeah, Mosey roll. Oh, it would have added one of hers. So it's a total of 11. So they're not saying anything, but again, clear intentions, moving slowly toward you.
Ah.
We don't want to do this. But we will. If you would give us no choice, you can walk out of the chalet and that's your.
I didn't hear a word he said at the end there, I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh, you didn't understand?
I didn't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah. I was eating popcorn. Yeah. So, what I was saying is, essentially, you have two options. Either you go out with a bit of money in your pocket, or you die.
Ooh.
You can attempt with the same vein an intimidation, but it will be disadvantage.
Oh man.
An attempt was made, though. Okay. Is that you?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Oh, wait.
Yep.
No, I don't have the inspiration anymore, I think. Never mind.
Could not tell you, my friend. So. Time for Clarence.
Bring it on, you bitch!
He sees you, and you kind of do see the glimmer of the scope. and as you're looking across, you can just about make out his face, and he's got the gun ready aimed toward you, but he pulls it up, stands a little bit, and then slinks backwards into the shadows. Kirby.
Okay.
Okay, so would I know roughly where the shot was fired from?
You see a very small instance of smoke billowing from the roof up there, as well as a small bit of light that's being emitted along the roof.
Okay, so just let me see what I can do on my end. I don't think I have anything for climbing, but I do have proficiency in acrobatics.
Before anything,
Am I
make
able to-
make a perception check. And whenever I ask
Okay.
you to do stuff, it's not using your action or anything unless I say otherwise.
Perception.
Yes. Nice.
Nice.
Oh wow.
So, right. So you notice hiding behind some boxes and barrels, looking down the alleyway, not toward you, toward them, what looks to be a couple of guild members sat there with blades readied for anyone coming across. Anytime you walk around from now, if you would come into visual contact with the area they're hiding, I'll reveal them for you. As of the moment, you can see them hiding there, clearly blades drawn, ready to ambush somebody.
Okay, they're quite far. So
That's a weirdly
if I
ironic
if I
statement.
spend, oh sorry, you go.
No, I was just saying it loud. Go ahead.
What if I spend a key point to do Step of the Wind?
Mhm.
Could that in any way increase my movement, or is it because it says my jump distance is doubled? But I don't know what my jump distance is. I doubt I can leap.
I'm pretty sure you can just bonus action dash.
Oh, dash.
Let me just double check. I don't think it requires. Oh, it does. Wow. Okay, never thought that was a thing. Yeah, but yeah, you can. You can just dash to increase your movement speed.
By how much?
It's the exact same as your current speed. So you have 40, it will become 80.
80. Okay then. Alright. So I can move to him and dash as a bonus action, but I still have my main action.
Yeah. Bonus action and normal action are two separate.
Okay. So that's one key point spent. I move where the first guy is.
Yep.
And
As you come charging up behind him, leap up over the box, ready to strike at him. This is going to be a surprise attack, so your attack can be with advantage, which means roll twice. Assuming
Roll
you're
twice,
attacking.
okay. I'm just looking at what I can do.
Mhm.
I'm going to try and do like just a unarmed strike.
Yes. Yeah, oh yeah, that hits. That one just misses. So,
You told me to roll twice.
yeah, no, yeah. Well, the roll twice is what your 20 and your 8 is, and that second one is a second separate attack. You do have those anyway, but
Oh, I'm doing double rolls. Okay.
yeah. So rolling twice is just for whatever instance of a roll you're doing is with advantage, so the roll is twice. It doesn't mean you roll two attacks, if you know what I mean.
I got it.
But yeah,
I hit that guy,
that first one hits.
and I think that. Yeah, and I think that's all I can do.
Okay, if you click on where it says unarmed strike on that first one, in the text chat box. Oh. If you go into the chat itself, you'll see you've rolled the unarmed strike.
Oh,
If you click, there we go, beautiful.
Ah.
So there's your damage. I can actually change that for you as well, so it will auto. Just going to take control of your sheet for a second.
yeah, that's fine.
Auto roll. There you go. Okay, so as you go flying over, leaping up behind him, and give him a quick strike to the back of the head, he is stunned for a second as he wobbles forward, not expecting anyone to appear before him. He doesn't have that moment to react. Is that your turn?
I think that's all I can do. I've done my action and bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's a good start.
Ignore that. Let me just have a look. Because you can do that. It's been a while since I've had to deal with a monk. Okay. Yep, pretty sure that would be it. Okay. Then next will be the Rogi boys. So, with this, there is a guy up here. He's on top of the rooftops. And another here. So this one over here sees you attacking and is going to come running over. That one will attack as well. The others are going ahead to try and deal with the target. The three down here, they kind of look between each other for a second after you guys were mentioning some things. This one in the middle leans, while keeping eyes on you two here, is whispering something to the two to his left and right, and then he disappears off of the map. These two are going to move forward, however. Intent is still there, but they seem to be cautious. They've got concealed blades, but you can clearly see them from your current angle. So the two over here are going to attack you, Curbs. 1 and 2. Shouldn't have been in chat, but 18 to hit with the first attack, which hits your AC, and a 14 to hit with the second, which just about hits your AC. Welcome to big fucking damage for no reason. So you take a total of 22 damage. Like, they were both rolled as at maximum. I know. Okay.
All this damage.
Oh, the damage.
All that damage.
So, and they are going to disappear again. So, boop. And that'll be their turn. Gideon. You do see a couple of people moving in around the shadows up ahead coming your direction.
Okay. Can I see them as in they're able to be attacked, or do the only ones that I see which can be attacked are the ones on the right?
At the moment, the ones on your right. You saw the general direction they were coming from, so an AoE could probably still hit, but you don't know specifically where
Yeah,
they
but
are.
I can't pinpoint it. Yeah,
No.
that's fine. I then, because it looks like this shit is going tits up anyway. How many spells have I got? Okay. Fuck it, I won't use a spell yet. I'm just gonna raise up my hand and shoot a firebolt at this guy here first.
Okay.
We're in it now, boys. 20 to hit with 3 damage, not a lot.
Wee. That does hit.
And then I'm gonna rush forward and draw out my thunder weapons from my actual armor itself. As my two blades retract out. Extract? What the fuck's... You know what I mean.
What a man.
Words. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Back around again, girl dear.
Oh.
You've just seen Gideon
What's
come
that?
walking forward and poof.
Well, that's pretty hot.
Samuel.
So they're still intent on
It seems
coming forward.
they were moving forward, but they didn't instantly attack. They seemed wary. But if there was no intention before, there definitely is now.
I see. So I'm gonna just hold my ground for a second, like, and just hold my action. And if one of them does move, I'll take a shot at them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just say some. I wouldn't step any closer if I was you. And that's me done.
Okay. Music bot. Is it playing or is it? Oh, it's gonna take a second.
It is. It's just quite quiet.
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Scrap. It is your turn.
Hold on. I will do the same thing Goldie is doing, like holding an action until someone moves. I'm not gonna say anything, I'm just gonna point it at them. Oh,
It was Kirby.
okay. I'm not gonna say anything, I'm just gonna point my crossbow at them,
Hello.
and I will give Goldie a bardic inspiration.
Nice.
Yay!
And that's it for now.
You got a tasty BA. Go boop. Okay, so as your turn comes around, off in the distance we have a certain fellow making his way. And now Verzal, also known as Kirby. Kirby?
You've muted.
You muted my dude. Nope. He's gone! My god,
You scared him.
you killed him! You killed him, you give him the fears. Wait, hello.
Hello.
It's your turn, by the way, Kirby. Kirby?
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Yeah, sort of. I have to do Discord on my phone because it's glitching on my computer.
Oh, right.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, no problem. It's your turn in the initiative. What do you want to do?
Oh, my turn. Okay. Let me think. Okay. I'm going to draw out my quarterstaff.
Mm-hmm.
If I use elemental ninjutsu, can I imbue it with lightning and still attack?
Yeah. One second, let me just check my... Yes, I actually do have to change the wording to that, because it should have been, as a bonus action, imbue your la 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 la. So let me just change that on your text box, quick. There you go. So yes. Yes, you can. So, as a bonus action, what elemental energy are you going to place onto your weapon?
I want to try and do lightning in the hopes of just knocking them out.
I like your candor. Okay, so as you hover your claws over the range of the staff, little spatterings of sparks and electric start to gather around it, and then crackle into little bits of lightning and thunder. Feel free to make an attack.
I'll attack the same guy as before.
Oof.
Oh, that's not good.
No, that mega misses, unfortunately. Actually, wait. That seems very... focused. Oh yeah, that's not taking your full... Hold on. I think it's set to
They're
use...
just using proficiency mod and not his dex.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So it'd be a total of 6, 4 on top, which still wouldn't hit. But I will give you a fair due. You can roll it again if you want to.
Okay.
Nope, does not hit, unfortunately. Though
Could I
it's...
spend a key point to do flurry of blows?
Yo, yes. So you can attack twice as a bonus action. With your fists, I believe.
He's used his bonus action, hasn't
Oh yeah,
True.
I've already done the bonus action.
Well, at the very least, your staff will still be imbued until the end of your next turn.
he?
Alright, yeah, I think that's all I can do at the moment.
Okay. Comes back around to the rogues. The ones that are currently in hiding are going to have a wander down. And the two with you, Kirby, are going to take attacks. What are they? Two short swords. One of them swings towards you, but with your staff electrified, you quickly bash the sword out of the way, and the other one takes that opportunity and gives us quick sweeping cut. And does 6 damage by hitting with a 24. And you take a little bit of a stabby.
I'll eat.
This one is then going to disengage as his bonus action and move off in this direction. Ignore the fact it's still on that. Plaiting Severus's beard. Okay. The two down here are going to come forward. And they are going to go aggressor.
Does that proc my
I'm gonna say you
Yeah,
two ready to shoot. Yeah.
buddies!
Yeah.
Go for it.
shooting?
They are just like full on rushing toward you, weapons now.
Cool.
Shoot him in the face.
I did warn them.
Miss. That one hits.
I'm guessing, yeah.
Are you're shooting that one, yeah?
Yeah, this one.
Okay. So,
Pew.
so as you fire the bullet, it goes screaming past Gideon and rips through the jaw of this person, and you see the little blood splatter across his cloak behind him. He is going to continue by attacking Gideon once, and the other guy is going to attack Scrap once. 20 to hit Gideon,
Yeah, just hits.
6 piercing damage,
Okay.
and 15 to hit Scrap, which does not.
Nope.
Okay. So after they do that, they are going to move around you each. And this one here is going to use an ability that I am cutely calling the Danger Zone. And he is going to... Pretty much how he does it is, as he swings at you, Gideon, just about gets you, he grasps onto your shoulder, flips himself up, over, pulls the blade free, and going for another swing down on you, Goldie, as he flips over Gideon. 17 to
Nice.
hit.
Yeah, that hits.
11 piercing damage.
11. Okay. God damn.
And that's them. Gideon.
I am, with my bonus action, going to deploy my mini-me behind me.
Mhm.
And have him take a pot shot at the guy in front
Mhm.
with his little attack. So that will be... Let me just roll it. Gotta get a sheet up. There you go. 4 strike. Ooh, now 20 to hit. 7 force damage.
Oh yes, not bad.
And then I myself am going to try to punch this guy with my guardian weapon
Okay.
and dig my blade into him. The 17
Oh
hit
yeah.
for 11 thunder damage.
Oh yeah, tasty fucking damage, Jesus.
Yeah.
So you
18 damage in total.
gets blasted in the back and then all of a sudden just poof! It's punted.
As well, I believe. Let me just quickly check this if he has to make a save or anything. Guardian. No, it does. It's no save. Okay, so yeah, a creature hit by the gauntlets has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than me until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
So that guy in front of me has a disadvantage on attacking anyone besides me.
Then we'll go.
Nice.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Then, as things come around from you, where you are at the moment, Kirby, that guy in front of you, he kind of stops while you're mid-fight with him. His weapon's still drawn, and he sort of lowers it slightly, but not enough to loosen his guard. And he just looks at you and looks you in the eyes for a moment. Slowly lowers his weapon and sheathes it, very slowly, watching you as he's standing there. He is going to move away. Do you attempt to attack as a reaction?
I'll attack if he attacks. I'll just see where this goes.
Okay. So he puts his weapon away, and then he slowly takes steps away from you. And as he gets a little bit back, he then quickly, swiftly turns and rushes over toward the side of his ally. But yeah, Goldie, your turn.
I hurt so much. He's gonna regret that. So, I think, yes, I did. I took the gunner piece, so I can just shoot him in the face.
No disadvantage, hey?
Wait. Before I do that, I'm lagging. Okay, I'm not lagging. I don't think. Yeah. So as a bonus action, I'm gonna do my hunter's mark on him as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
Okay.
Then. Oh.
No.
Oh. Oh wait, I got my die, my bardic inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? A d6?
Yes.
No.
Oh. Well, this is awkward.
You try to fire, but as his eyes are currently still on you, as you draw the gun out to shoot at him, he quickly drops down low, and the bullet fires overhead. Just passing by Minimi's head.
Minimi is like visibly annoyed. He can't talk, but you just see this waving hand gestures. He's like shaking his fist at you in the air.
Guys, somehow up here. And that's all I can do. I don't really want to move. Yep, that's me done. Oh no.
Okay. Scrap.
I'm going to take out my rapier
Mm-hmm.
and attack this guy.
Yep.
Gonna stab him.
Okay. No.
Go fucking
Oh man.
Steps aside.
And
You can refill a bardic.
I know what I'm thinking. Okay, first of all, she seems pretty low, I think. Right?
She does look pretty worse for wear, especially after just being slashed.
Okay. So that's my bonus action.
You regain 6 HP, my dude.
My God.
And that's all I can do.
So, somewhere in the distance. Okay. Kirby.
Yep.
You can hear the sounds of more gunshots coming from beneath on the map. These two, as they're rushing off, seem to be going the opposite direction entirely. It seems they've got something more pressing to deal with. You can choose to chase them or follow downward.
I'm going to follow downwards.
Okay.
Just let me see how far I can go again. I guess I'll do the same as before. Spend 1 key point, breath of the wind, to double my movement.
Mm.
And I can go as far just to up to here. Just
Okay. On your
that's all I can do.
on your way there.
Yeah.
1 second. So you get to this corner here. Okay. You get to about this corner here, and as you're running around with that same perception you had earlier, you notice along the ground what looks to be this bear trap that's been kind of just left in the street. The street itself is very dark, and you can just about see it with what little light is coming from the houses opposite. But you notice it along the ground, and as you're walking along, you full on just leap right over it, avoiding it as best as possible. And then as you're continuing on down the street, you notice a couple of people running ahead of you toward where the sound of combat is coming from. There are 2 people along the roofs, and the rest are running along the street.
Oh,
He is within sight, but he is atop a building.
oh wait, this is as far as I can move, so he is in range.
You have
If I,
you have 25 feet of movement left.
Alright, here's what I'm thinking. Could I do my breath attack? Am I able to do it at an angle where I can get both of them? Or just one of them?
1 second. What's the?
It's 30-foot line.
Oh, a line. Oh. You might have to be a little bit closer. You'd probably have to be there to get at the very least him, because they are up on a diagonal line. They are 20 feet above you, but if you can get to that
What if I'm
point,
standing? What if I'm standing here? Just on that square.
because from this point it's 20 feet up. So
Oh, 20 feet.
yeah. So actually, hold on. So if it was angered, I'll say yeah. For at the very least for him, yeah.
Alright, I'm hoping the light from my breath attack might get other people's attention from below. So it's kind of like a call out to let people know. So I'll do breath attack,
Mm-hmm.
breath weapon. Oh god.
It's a save that they have to make. It's nothing to do with an attack roll, so don't worry about that. 8 plus your cons and proficiency, so 11, 13. Okay. So he has to make a DC 13. I believe it'd probably be Dex, considering it's Actually, let's double check.
Is he looking at me?
No,
Or is
they're
he
all,
looking below?
they're currently looking below.
So would he roll with a disadvantage as standard?
He would. He doesn't know you're there.
Yippee.
Okay, so size. Okay, so Dex. He got a 15. So he succeeds it. However, let me just.
It's half damage, isn't it?
Yep. So roll 2d6.
I did. It's an automatic thing.
Oh,
Although,
you
can
did.
see
So
the
you
te-
did. Yep.
Yeah, so it takes 5.
Okay. So as you blast the long line of extreme searing heat upwards, he doesn't hear it until a couple of seconds, and it's too late. And he turns around, sees the fire, just throws his arms up in front of himself, and you see he uses a bit of the gun to block the blast as well, and it seems to sear something along the gun, and you hear something go poof, and he's got to make another dex save. So you see one of the magazines that is currently in one of his guns. You don't get much of a chance to see it as he's blocking in the fire line, is blocking your eyesight of him. But one of the magazines of his guns explodes, and the area is just suddenly set ablaze. The person beside him, surprised by this, falls 20 feet and slams into the ground. He is knocked prone and takes 2d6. Sweet. He, knowing that the whole thing was coming, is going to just get blasted for 2d6 regardless, fire damage. Of course it goes low for me, but... however, he stabilizes himself and stops himself from falling down, throws the gun over to the roof in that reaction, falls to the ground while on the roof, and then kind of just shakes his head a little bit and dusts himself. But he is also prone on the roof. And as all that happens, Goldie, make a perception check.
Okay. Perception. Then. I
Well
think
done.
I can roll an extra d4 with that, but I don't know if that will help.
Never know.
Go on then. There we go.
Hey.
Oh.
All you needed.
Hey.
So, as you're firing and trying to stay alive, you just get the healing from scrap, and then all of a sudden you just hear just this small explosion above you, but kind of further back. And you kind of turn around. It sounds like the sound of gunpowder exploding, but contained gunpowder. So either someone's just fired an explosive weapon, or a weapon has just blown up.
Oh. Okay.
Is that you, Kirby? Or is there anything else you'd like to do?
I've done my bonus action, my action. Yeah, that's everything.
You have 10 feet more of
happy.
movement if you want to use that.
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Then their turn. As he slams into the ground, the three here kind of looking over amongst each other. This one very quickly rushes over here. This one does too. They pick him up and start running out. This one here looks up toward the guy up there, shouts toward him. This isn't worth it anymore. We're done. And he is going to run up here and Assassin's Creed style start climbing the building. And leap to the top and just out of sight. The two here, however, this one, with the wounds he's suffered, turns around, looks at you, Gideon, blade still ready, he looks back at you, Goldie, trying to keep his eyes between you, and then he lunges toward you as if he's going to strike you, Gideon, but then, similar to before, grasps your shoulder and throws himself over you, and he uses disengage as his bonus action, and he's going to full on dash as his action.
Oh. Ninja.
And this one's going to disengage as his bonus action. He's going to go running this way. And he's going to turn back to you, Goldie, and he's going to shout, "It was only business. He's up there, by the way." And then he goes running.
Oh, he just messed up. Oh.
Let's fuck him up.
As you turn around, you see a couple of them There's only one guy at the back who seemingly his leg is like dragging along the ground while the other one's he's moving with, and he's being carried along by two of his other members. They look toward you, and as they're holding him, they quickly draw blades as if they're ready to fight you. What's your immediate reaction to seeing them?
Me?
Mm-hmm. Well, all of you really, but yeah.
I just aim my gun at them like, you wanna try?
So the one in front kind of like blocks the way, lets go of the guy, and kind of like holds himself in front of the guy that's been wounded. But that is their turn. Gideon.
I am, instead of attacking them, move myself forward in the way. Same with Mini-Me, and both Mini-Me and myself are going to hold our actions to attack. Mine will be my Thunder Gauntlet to essentially hit anything that comes within melee range of me, and Mini-Me's is going to be just to use his Force Strike on anything that comes near him, or near me, like in an aggressive manner.
Yep. Okay.
And that'll be me.
Goldie.
So they've just stepped in front.
Yep. This one in front seems to be in
and-
a almost protective stance.
I'll interact with them,
Mhm.
and just say, you don't want to do his dirty work for him. Leave. I don't want to kill you.
Oh, lady, I've heard of your reputation. Trust me, I'm not in the mood for it. He's not worth the coin. Not for a shit job like this.
Yeah, he's got a point. Cool. I'll hold my action then. Because I heard something coming from behind me at the top, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Suppose I wouldn't be able to aim really from this angle, would I? Or would I, if he poked his head over?
If he poked his head over from here, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if I see a head poke over, I'm shooting it. That's my action. That's
Okay. Then scrap.
I am. Yeah, I think I'll go over here.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see this guy? I mean, he's about.
You can just about see him. You can see at the moment his legs are dangling off the side a little bit, and he's holding on to something.
Nah, just out of range. Yeah, okay. I'm going to take aim at this guy. No, wait, can I shoot him?
Who?
Dangling, dude.
You can attempt. He is currently prone, and he has a little bit of cover.
Fine. Normal? Just a regular, no advantage, no disadvantage?
You'd have disadvantage.
Nah, okay. Whatever.
You can always attempt. Never know. Give him a little peg in the leg. Ah, no, unfortunately. Just about flies over.
And, Goldie, get another one. You seem eager to shoot this guy, so get a bonus inspiration.
Hey, thank you.
And
That's my turn.
Okay. Now his turn. He will spend half movement, stand up. And he looks down toward you, Cub. Fuck me, even the Dragonborns! He's gonna move back along the roof. And he's gonna kind of just do his own thing up there. Kirby, your turn. Okay. So, as you go running up behind, you see the rogue that's got a busted leg at the back turns around and immediately shouts, "He's following us!" The one to the left of him, this one here, draws a weapon ready for you, just in case. What do you do? Kirby? Is your mic maybe muted internally? Oh. Hello.
Was I muted?
Yeah.
Nothing but technical difficulties on my end. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm just gonna hang back there.
Mm-hmm.
I still have my quarterstaff at the ready on the off chance that they attack me.
Yep.
I'm just gonna straight up intimidate them to stand down.
Okay, what do you do? Is it just a stance?
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a stance in case they attack me. I'm just gonna tell them to stand down.
Okay. It's your choice of a persuasion or intimidation check.
I have advantage with. I think I'm proficient with intimidation. I'll do that then.
Nice. So, the guy with the busted leg immediately is just, like, with what little he can look back to you, is looking toward his ally, and that guy is just looking at you with a kind of... You could just about see his face now, the light that's being emitted from the main street. And he's just looking at his friend and looking back at you, and looking at the others in front of him. God fucking... It was just a job, okay? We didn't even want to be part of this shit. Is that you?
Yeah, that's I'm just gonna intimidate them to lay down their arms and give up. And I'll just hang back there in case they attack.
Okay.
That's me.
This one here, looking around, seeing you're all kind of just... Not really after them, exactly. The one in front...
Yeah, if he looked at Gideon, he'd see Gideon just kind of give him the whole shoe hand gesture.
So,
Fuck off.
he hangs back a little bit with a dagger in hand, puts a hand around an arm around the shoulder of this guy, and they both kind of like carry him along quickly, and they just rush off as fast as they can. And for the long and short of things, they will eventually leave the map. So, with all of the guild rogue boys gone, Gideon, it is your turn. You all now... Oh, sorry.
Go on.
You all
No,
now
no, go on.
hear that there's less people around. The sounds of footsteps on the tiles above.
I am going to have Mini-Me fly directly up into the air, so he will use all of his movement to do that.
How far does he have? Because it's 30 feet here.
He has 20 feet, so if he's here, he'll be 20 feet up.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is he able to see on the rooftops at all, or no?
he from this point can see this area. As of the moment, he can't see anything there.
Okay, then I'll have him use the action to dash and just fly another 20 feet up.
Nice. Okay. 1 second. If that's the case. There you go.
And then, for my own action, let me think what I could do to try and find this bastard.
Mini-me can see them.
I mean, you can see him? Oh, right, he's right there. Right. Is there a way for me to be able to get up onto this roof? Can I see potentially some boxes to climb up or anything like that? Or is it just a sheer side of the wall?
It is mostly the side of the wall, though you can see what look to be a set of stairs over to the right here, which lead off the map, but they are a good 30 feet up toward a doorway, and then it's a small climb over the door itself onto the roof.
Okay, I will dash action then over here. And just be prepared for my next turn to climb up and obviously get as close to him as I can.
Yep.
That with me.
Okay. Then Goldie.
Oh, and I would have relayed that he's on the roof.
He's on the roof. Okay.
Since when do I sound like a fucking yank?
Everyone seems to sound like a yak to Goldie.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna stick along the sides. There. Yeah, there. Good. Also, I need to use a bonus action to just put one bullet in my gun because I didn't realize I had no bullets in it. So I'm gonna do that. Because that would be helpful.
Oh yes. You fire your gun, nothing comes out.
Yeah, that would be awkward.
Your whole full-on speech. Say goodnight, you sorry piece of shit.
Give me a second.
Psych. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. If I see him popping over the roof at any point, I'll
Blast
give
them.
him a little bop. I'll start blasting.
Okay.
That's me done.
SCRAP.
Scrap.
Yes. He's up there. Well, I don't know who the big dragon dude is yet. So I'll dash here, I think. Yep, that's it.
Okay. So, he, while there, is hearing the sounds of footsteps. He is going to do as he does. Seeing a little floating automaton, he's going to aim for it.
Not mini-me, you bastard.
I somehow rolled a 10. So...
I don't think that hits. I swear to God, I don't think that hits me.
No, it's a 13.
Ah!
Yeah, but I've got
He's
2
attacked.
attacks, so...
Ah!
Yep, mini-me goes down. 23 to hit, and 21 piercing.
Oh, mini-me.
Oh. I don't want to get hit by that.
Well, I mean, you already
Oh.
have.
Yeah.
So, you guys just hear... and the sounds of scrapped poor little mini-me goes falling very quickly and smashes into the ground.
You son of a bitch. Oh no, Gideon's really attached to his automatons, so yeah, he's pissed.
He's going to come running up over here, swaps his guns up, looks down. Just checking a thing quick. Okay, doesn't need to do that. Cool. As he looks down toward you, Curb, You really should have helped me out there, buddy. If only you weren't such a dick about it. And you see as he puts one of his weapons away, he pulls out a big, like, kind of cannon of a gun. But that is his turn.
Like an actual mini cannon.
Something like that, yeah. Looks like it has multiple small barrels.
Bruh.
Oh shit,
That's
it's
a Gatling
mini
gun, ladies and gentlemen.
It's more like a shotgun.
Oh, okay, let me think. What do I do? He's legit right above me. I can't use breath weapon because I can only use that once till a short rest. Step in the wind. Okay,
I will say
I
he
don't
is
know what this-
running across a rickety wooden bridge.
Bonk it with your staff.
that's actually a good
Oh,
idea.
shit.
He is still 30 feet above you, though. Well, 25 to be specific.
Step of the wind makes you jump like a motherfucker. So yo.
I know. I just want to ask, deflect missiles. Could I dodge bullets?
Yeah, you can throw them back.
When you want to say fuck physics, play a monk.
But could that be a reaction?
Yeah.
Like when he shoots?
It literally
okay,
is.
Yeah. Okay, I just want to know that I'm basically Neo then.
Yeah, boy. It's like, you shoot me? No, I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, elemental ninjutsu. I'm gonna imbue my quarterstaff with
Do you remember that's a bonus
force
action?
damage. Yes, that's my bonus action.
Okay.
I'm gonna imbue my quarterstaff with force damage because I'm thinking force would help against this rickety bridge.
Mhm.
And jump up and attack, well, strike the weak points of the bridge. Can I see which points are weak?
Straight in the middle.
Straight in the middle. Okay.
Especially
Straight in the middle of the
since
bridge. Lovely.
pressure is being applied by him on top of it.
You got a fat ass.
Yeah.
What does that?
Ooh, very nice. Roll a d4 as well, because you do have
D4.
good old force.
D4.
Nice. Big fucking
I can
juicy
roll it.
damage.
Oh, I just rolled the first one. Okay.
Let me just check
Yep.
if you. Blah, blah, blah. Right, so
And I still have my movement.
yeah.
So after striking the bridge, can I move a little bit down
Before anything else,
up here? So I
uh,
don't get crushed by rubble.
while you're up there, make an acrobatics check. Well, actually, it's athletics check to see if you can leap high enough to strike it before the attack.
Thanks.
Fucking. Someone's dead set on fucking this guy up. So, yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, as you see him running across as he's switching weapons, you're just like, I don't think so. You lower yourself down, feet pressed into the earth, you make a stance, staff in hand, the kind of similar to a like wind energy rushes across the staff's frame, and you propel yourself, leapfrogging almost, upwards 20 feet. And you think you're going to miss for a second, and then you give a quick arcing sweep and smack the backside of the bridge where he's currently standing, and he's looking at you going like, no, no! And then as you hit the bridge, it tilts and shakes for a moment, and then snaps and snaps and snaps, and the bridge itself just falls apart. And for the sake of a visual, you are like there, right next to him as the bridge falls down and crumbles to pieces, and he falls down the 20 feet. You, of course, will also fall down the 20 feet, but I won't be mean because the athletics check was pretty good. So as you fall, you brace yourself for the impact and lightly touch. Actually, I think you have something for that anyway, so either way, you
Alright.
touch the ground lightly as he falls a good 20 feet for it. Takes 11 bludgeoning damage. And as he cracks into the earth, you hear a couple of bones or something like crack, And as he hits the ground, he just turns and looks up to you and goes, You're a real dick, you know that? Is that your turn?
I'll move back a bit,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm not in this. So I'm not just right in front of him, so I've got a bit of distance.
Mm-hmm.
Then that'll be my turn.
Okay. So, who out of you are proficient in perception?
Probably not me. I'm gonna be honest. Nope.
Nope.
No.
I am.
Make a perception, please, Mother.
I get an extra.
Wait, did you say perception or deception?
Perception.
Oh, still no.
I get an extra D4 anyway. There's a 21.
You hear the sounds of this kind of smash, this multiple pieces of something in the distance hitting solid rock, as well as the sound of something powerful, like a miniature sonic boom in a very small area, and your ears kind of just perk as you catch it, and you turn around back toward the alleyway. You hear something has crashed over there.
Oh, I'm coming for him. Nice. I'll just relay that.
Gideon,
Guys, I think he's over there.
After Goldie talks, you're just gonna be like, for fuck's sake, dash back, run away,
so
bloody bastard.
as you go running over, you see that there is little clumps of a bridge hanging over the edge, and he's on the ground, like, rubbing his back.
Yep, he's here. Come on.
Is that you?
And yeah, that'll be me. I mean, what mini? Yeah, that's me.
So, before we carry on, our dear Erin and Rachel, what would you two be doing in this time? I have given you no love today.
I mean, I'm plaiting Savras's hair and just keeping an eye on Nelly and making sure she doesn't eat Savras. Is my main concern at the moment.
Whenever he ever gets close, she definitely gets a bit affectionate with him, we'll say that much. And given how much of a fool he is, you know that if you leave him alone for too long, he will get close enough under her wiles, we'll say. Maybe. And she probably will take a bite out of him, if she can help it. You notice...
I'll just say no. No. Out of bounds. Not this one.
She does take a kind of a weird fish to water vibe toward the turn, and it kind of throws you a little at first, mostly because you've never really sired per se, but also because you're pretty sure it's not how it's supposed to work. Usually they're supposed to be all like completely different and bloodlusty, and sure, she's bloodlusty, but she's in a degree of control of it. She will do it if it's there, but otherwise she's not going to hunt for it. And you notice, as the doctor is currently off on the side, tinkering with some potions and a couple of bottles of chemicals, and just tinkering, occupying his time for the most part. Other than Savras, none of you sleep there now. As the night is going on, it will lead to the morning eventually. And
I would just guard Savras while he's sleeping, because last thing I want is a sparkly vampire.
oh yes. Erin, are you there? Because I'm currently assuming not. You're on mute.
He's sleeping, duh.
Wow, he's so good at roleplay. To be fair, he did say he'd be right back a while back. Never said he's returned. Well, we'll do the greatest roleplay ever then. So while he's off in the corner, just like kind of napping, and or he's like his head is on your lap, and you're just braiding his hair, looking over at Nelly. and the doctor, just kind of keeping an eye. A couple of the Modrones come by every now and again and offer you a drink or a small snack. And every time you tell them either no, or you don't want it, or you don't need it, they'll always come back about an hour later and offer it again.
I'll just awkwardly start taking some snacks and putting them in a pile for Sapras when he wakes up.
Eventually, there is a small picnic basket's worth of a pile. As it comes to what you assume is probably the earlier morning, you keep a rough catch of time. You notice Nelly eventually, almost just out of habit, goes to sleep. Not like she needs it, but it's kind of that instinctual thing. And eventually, as the closer to early morning comes along, the doctor comes over toward you. He asks for your assistance in some small chemical procedures, more so for an extra hand. And as a couple of hours go by, you learn that he is, by using the regenerative DNA of assorted creatures and his own flesh, as noted before, has concocted, hopefully, a fusion, a perfect answer to his and possibly more diseases, with the help of Nelly and her now altered blood. You wake her up under his ask, withdraw some of her blood. He starts to adjust the chemicals inside of her new formed blood, dripping a small dose of his formula. And there's a couple of tries and fails, as it seems there's always an overpowering side. Either he has to apply too much and the vampiric stuff is completely altered, or the vampiric side destroys the alteration. There never seems to be a medium through this night, at the very least. Is there any questions or any possible scientific explanations or alterations you want to offer him?
I'll join in, but every sort of like 20 minutes I am going to turn around and check to make sure that Nelly is still asleep.
Yep. You do kind of look, you eye, and you notice from what little interaction you've had as well over the course of the night, I will note that her skin has come to a degree of normality. Her hair has grown out into a slight bit of a darker black, but there are tinges of what look to be a ginger burning in. But she seems to rest very, very bodily, like from head to toe. She isn't breathing, but that's kind of what you expected.
Oh shit, she's not breathing.
Oh no, she's not breathing! Oh wait.
Wait.
That's right.
No, I'll just help. And then occasionally just make sure that she is not feasting on Sapras as he sleeps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. If there's anything you want to do, or a notes or anything during the battle, let me know.
Okay.
Okay, so Goldie. What are we doing?
Get that for. I will. I don't want to get too far 'cause that gun hurts. I'm just gonna run over here. See. My full 30 feet. I suppose that's it. I'm not gonna do anything else currently. I don't think I'll have an action ready just in case he runs around the corner, but I doubt he will.
Okay.
But I'll have it ready.
Scrap.
Hold on. I'll go here, I think. Yeah, and since I dashed, that's it.
Okay. This time. So he looks down, sees you there, looks up toward you, Kirby, and he stands up using half movement. Alright now. I guess I'm fucked, ain't I? Guess I'll have to hold my hands up and surrender. Whatever would I do? Holds his arms up, starts walking forward. Stops
Stop.
just here. With no sight for you at the moment, Goldie. You can just about see his gun poking out. You see he's holding the shotgun-like weapon in one hand, in his left, and holding his right hand up free. Now, come on now. Ain't you gonna parlay a little bit? Isn't that how this works? You're the good guys, right?
Drop it.
Drop what? Alright. Sorry, I forgot Jesse was here. And then he turns it backward, so the barrel's pointing backwards for a moment, and you see his fingers unfurl slowly as he's letting go of the gun. And then you see his hand completely loosen around it, and the gun falls backwards and hits the ground. Kirby, make a perception check. Nice. You see as the gun hits the ground, the barrel is completely emptied, and as he's got his arms both up, you just see all of a sudden as he points two fingers forward, and then you all hear the sounds of gunfire coming from behind you. And it's a small distraction as he then drops to the ground, draws two pistols from his hip and fires at you specifically, Scrap.
Bruh.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay. So I should roll a d6, I think. Oh.
So do that for attack. So that one and... Jeez. Okay. So as he drops down to a knee, pulls both pistols out, points forward and shoots. First off, what is your cutting word?
I would say
It's words, but I said words some weird.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I guess when I said drop it.
Okay. So okay. So as he drops, aims forward, you feel the sensation of it affecting him in the back of his mind, and as he shoots, you see both bullets go flying, and in an instant, it looks like they're going straight for your center, and then miss by inches. As I get a natural 1 and a 12. Woo!
Hey! Didn't even need the cutting bolt.
Yep. Lucky me. So as the bullets both miss, he then looks at his guns and goes, "Oh, come on, girls. What's going on today?" Throws his weapons to the side and goes, "Alright, nope, I'm serious this time." Just holds his hands up, puts his head down, and just kind of puts his knees down onto the ground, looks down at the floor. That'll be his turn. Kirby.
I make my way to him and hold him down.
Okay. So he'll struggle in the sense that anyone would when someone's putting handcuffs on them, for example. It's kind of like that. Oh, but he doesn't resist per se. So he is grappled by you. Okay. So as you put his arms behind his back and kind of take hold while he's on the ground, he kind of just looks back a little and goes, "Oh, come on now. It's really worth it." And I'll consider that a loss of initiative for now. What are we all doing?
Oh, ha ha.
I'm gonna go punch him in the face.
Nah. Do it.
He's getting. Gideon is gonna grab him and beat the shit out of him.
That's my
Hey.
trap.
Hey, he shot Mini-Me. Mini-Me's injured, and he tried shooting basically his best mate. He's getting punched in the face. Boosh.
So, as you swing in the blunt force, he's looking at you. He's like, "Oh, what are you gonna?" You see a tooth go flying out of his mouth. He goes, "Oh, now was that really worth it?" Oh fuck.
Without saying a word, Gideon will then walk away and go tend to his Mini-Me. And just start using a
Aw.
mending cantrip to fix him and help him up. No, Mini-Me.
So, Minimi got hit with such force that he will require an equivalent to a long rest, and in other words, you tinkering with him for 5 minutes.
Mhm.
But for now, he is not completely destroyed.
Okay. Gideon's just gonna be stood there cradling him like a baby in his arm.
Me, me, me.
How hurt does he look?
He's pretty beaten, but he seems like he can take a punch.
Okay. Now, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use heat metal on my palms?
He's trying to torture.
It will hurt you as well.
Okay, yeah, sure, no problem, no problem. So, I have planned. Don't worry. I don't want him doing any shenanigans.
Do remember, it's concentration, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay, just
it
checking.
will be for a second.
Okay.
Okay. So his hands are free right now.
His hands are bound, held behind him.
So I am going to grab his hands with both of my hands, and then use heat metal to burn his palms, so he won't be able to hold anything for a while.
Well, firstly, roll the damage for it. Hello. Where have you been hiding?
Phone call, all those things, and I thought I'd eat as well.
Yeah. Okay. So while it does burn his hands a little bit, you will also take, I'll say 1 damage for the sake of this. While it does burn his hands a little bit, it's not exactly like scarred per se. It is a rough burn though. And as you're holding on to him, he's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's trying to like break his hands free.
Well, you're the one who shot us. What do you want me to do?
I shot her.
No, shut the fuck up for a second. You shot her, you shot us. Also, you sent your goons on us, so what do you want us to do? Well, after you tried to shoot me, personally. Why should I care about your well-being?
Well, you're a fast little one, I'll give you that. Whatever the fuck you are. I'd say probably because, though those shit stains were rather useless to me in the end, it's not a good idea to try and restrain me for long. I've been taught how to escape such ventures. As well, I'm kind of wearing a grenade around my neck, so
Oh, we were a grenade on them. Don't give me ideas.
Don't worry, it's not the
I'm
kind
gonna
that'll.
take the grenade.
It's not the kind that'll just blow up around my ass just for nothing. It's just a bit of insurance in a case like this. I'd rather die my own way, you know.
I'm gonna take the grenade.
Okay. So as you walk over, he looks at you and goes, "Hey, hey, now, would be careful. That thing's got a dead man."
Oh, dead man. Okay.
If it leaves my
Can I tell-
person, you're gonna get blown with me.
Okay.
Judo chop, I knock him out.
Roll an unarmed strike. He's very full of vigor still.
Bruh.
Okay, so I'll say, hold on.
I'm just aiming to knock him out. I'm not aiming to kill him.
I love how I don't.
Oh,
have
then
to
we,
do that.
we still need to reduce him to 0 hit points then.
I did a kind of a courtesy constitution save. He's not knocked unconscious, but he's definitely delirious now, considering he got a natural fucking 1. So as you kind of just like poof, in the back of his neck, his head wobbles forward for a second, and his body kind of slumps forward, almost head into your lap, almost, Scrap. And then he shakes his head about and goes, "Oh, I'm the fucking bear that I just get beat by. Ugh. Oh, my brain, it feels like someone scrambled it. There is something really wrong with all of you."
You know she doesn't have the bounty on anymore.
Oh, yeah, of course I'm fucking aware of that.
Then why?
Because we've got history. And if anyone's gonna kill her, it's gonna be me.
Govi, what do you say?
Goldie's just gonna step up. She's like watched everyone like punch him. She's been enjoying it, you know? Like, she doesn't have to do anything. And she's just gonna bend down to him and be like, you know, it doesn't have to end this way, but you are kind of like a cheating, lying wannabe with a massive ego, and it looks like you're out of luck, so...
Well, not so long ago, you yourself partook in all of that, so... Oh, fuck me. It's really hard to think right now.
Can I, whilst he's got him restrained, try to figure out if I can disarm this dead man's?
Yes. Make an investigation or perception check.
I rolled a 2.
So, looking at it, it is what looks to be this circular scale mail-based... Essentially, it is a grenade, but it has this small, what's obviously some kind of like flap or slider. You kind of like move it open a little bit, and you can see a little flickering red light every so often. And it has no discernible pattern to the flickering, but it is held via this what looks to be brace around his neck underneath his collar. The brace itself seems like it's tight toward the neck, as if it's pressing to the skin almost.
Okay, so in theory, as long as I keep that pressure on, I can remove it. Okay, I'm just spitballing, because we probably... Gideon's gonna look at everyone and say, I think we're turning him for the bounty, aren't we? Dead or alive, I don't really give a shit, you know. Just...
Well, that's mighty forward thinking of you.
I was gonna punch him again.
Do it. Do it.
I rolled a 1.
I mean, he's restrained. I'm not going to say no, but as you punch this time, it's not as powerful as your last, and he just, as it smacks into his face, his chin doesn't really move as much. You do see a little bit of blood kind of spray out of his mouth along the side of his cheek, but he just kind of looks at you and goes, "Come on now, is that all you got?" Nah. And then you quickly just draw back a poof, and then his head is thrown. Luckily, Curb has him caught, and he is held in place. That's much better. Jesus, I'm gonna need surgery after this shit. Anyway, do remember, even though I'm not technically a member of the guild at the minute with the bounty on my head, you aren't exactly one either. So, good luck with getting whatever it is you think you're gonna get without interacting with the guild itself. Also, if you really need to play other games for my life here, you've probably heard about the missus, right?
Yeah.
You're just gonna leave her all up in the stuff? All alone, looking after a child? No way to pay for it?
Oh, I'll pay her a visit. Don't you worry.
Now that has me a slight concern. Do you mean as in our way, or as in you actually give a shit kind of way?
I'll leave that to interpretation.
No, this isn't a mind game thing. I might be at your mercy.
No, I don't think we get time to talk this out. You know, you're the one that's restrained right now. You're the one that's indebted to us. So, Gideon, can you do that thing again? And she's asking him to punch him.
Now, hold on. Before you do that...
Mid-sentence.
And this time you see another couple of teeth like just go flying out of his mouth. He's just like, "If you get this all, it's gonna be really hard to talk."
Okay, I think that's enough. I don't know what the story is behind all this. Right now, I'm saying the best course of action would be to take him to the jail. Because right now I have no idea what's going on, and it looks like you're just trying to beat this guy to death.
I mean,
He just tried to assassinate me.
Yes, and he's been dealt with. So right now, I think it's best to take him to the jail, where he'll be contained for further interrogation by the proper people. Because right now, from my character's perspective, he has no idea what's going on. He just saw this guy trying to kill someone. He's been contained, and now he's just trying to beat it to death from his perspective. As well as talks about a suicide bomb, and he'd really rather not die.
What have you entered? But
yeah.
Welcome to the team.
it's not the jail that has the bounty out for him. Unless
I don't know if the Dragonborn has eyebrows, but they're raised. Like, he's curious. What's this about a bounty?
Oh yeah,
Well,
didn't you hear? I'm a popular man.
not in
Hopefully
a
how
good way,
popular.
honey.
Okay. I'm talking to you lot now. What is your business with this one?
I
Because
didn't
it
have
sounds
any.
like you got history. Because it sounds like you got history.
You know, I don't like to talk about that. Like, have you seen him? Yeah, we all make mistakes. He definitely did.
And the rest of you?
Well, I mean, I've not got anything personal against him. He kind of just shot somebody who I would call a friend, and then, you know, he basically butchered my little mini-me, and fuck him.
And basically she's his pregnant wife.
Yeah, I'm his wife.
Fucking wife.
So it continues.
It's canon now. You just got to accept it.
You gotta accept
It's
it.
not, because 9 months
You
down
hear,
the line,
you hear
nothing's
that,
gonna
Clarence? Look, I'm a wife now. You
She's not a
wifed me up.
Well,
happen. No.
how'd he do to you? Now you know how it feels.
Oh. Oh.
Alright, before this gets any messy, how much is this bounty?
Which one?
What do you mean, which one? Wait, there's multiple?
Well, there's one that used to be on her, and now there's one that's on him.
Oh, so there isn't a bounty on you, mate?
Me? No.
Hmm. Does anyone have any rope to tie this guy up with?
I would do. Actually, I will, yeah, I'll have 50 feet of rope.
Do you mind?
Yeah, man. Then, yeah, Gideon will start to just tie him up.
So with the rope, with him held, you tie up his arms. Do you go for the legs as well, or?
No, we make it so he can walk. But have it tie his arms behind his back, and then it just leads to, like, extra rope that we can hold.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alright, so I'm not holding on to him now.
Okay.
So I just push him to them, and I just lean on the back wall and just observe the situation. See what I can make out of it.
So.
Well, this is basically your call, Goldie, so what do you want to do?
The good and honourable and right thing to do would be to put him in jail. However, you know ulterior motives that can get far more fun out of it. As well as more gold.
You know. Ooh. Well, I'm not really into the killing business no more. But I'm more than happy to throw him to the doctor.
When that he's looking for volunteers.
I'm pretty sure he'd volunteer if it stopped me from going to see what's her name? Oh, it's Nancy, isn't it?
Mm.
She's like looks over to him as she says that.
His eyebrows are a bit raised, but he doesn't seem to understand what all that's about.
I'm sure he'd volunteer is what I'm saying.
Well, let's go.
Well, that was easy. Why was that so easy to persuade you guys?
Money?
Money.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
if you,
Don't forget to take his stuff.
If-
His weapons.
if you're feeding,
Oh, can we take the guns?
Yep.
I want to take his guns.
if you're feeding, if you're essentially giving him to the doctor, there's not much money you'll get. Because he put
I
that
don't want-
bounty as a courtesy call after all.
Yeah, true.
So then, where is this prospect of more money that you mentioned?
So, because he has a bounty out on him, that would have been administered from the guild that Bounty and him both know. She would have to take him to said guild and get the money, and you lot wouldn't be allowed to go with him.
I mean,
I have to take him alone?
Mm-hmm. They're not members. They're not members. They can take you most of the way, but then you'd have to spend a little bit of time alone with them.
I mean, for the sake of a lot of money, I'd do it.
Well, what do you think, guys? Should I?
Whatever you think.
If you want, we can full on like hog tie him, and then you just have to drag him on the ground.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay.
Side note: Gideon's gonna now look at the random dragonborn. We never actually got your name.
Ah, hi.
Okay, this is in the air because I've been changing this guy's my name multiple times. So, one that I'm sticking with is the name's Varnex.
Fair enough. What you doing here?
I'm just passing through. I heard the gunshots. I saw this band of rogues.
You normally
Basically just
leave
keeping
out a
the
bunch of
peace.
rogues?
I was referring to the other ones.
Ah, I was gonna say. I think I look a bit more presentable than that, isn't it?
Yeah, there are more up there in the streets. Several.
Sounds like you had all the fun.
Just out of curiosity, what guild are you talking about?
You're just gonna look at Goldie.
It's just like a club, you know. You like to go
I
shooting.
know what a guild is. I'm asking what type of guild.
It's a charitable one, so you get given tests, and you do them for money. It's like a job.
Inside, that sounds like bullshit.
Gordy, do a deception because you're bullshitting.
Don't tell him that.
He doesn't know that. Shush. Do a deception. He doesn't know a thing yet. Oh my god, how did you somehow do worse?
Ow.
So it's not exactly an overwhelming victory on that, but she is obviously lying. Like it's quite clear in just the way she's saying it. You don't know exactly what that means, if it's the complete opposite or if it's just her wanting to not admit to it just straight up because it's something she believes you wouldn't agree with, or doesn't want to tell everybody else, or it's just something private. But she is lying.
I'm thinking it's one of those unlawful guilds. But I'll make it appear as that I believe her. I'll go with it. But I know she's lying. Alright.
I'm a good person.
Of course you are.
I don't know.
So, you got my name. Where are the rest of you?
Scrap just laugh.
No, I'd get.
I guess, yeah, Gideon would be quite happy to just introduce himself to you. To say, my name is Gideon. Passing through, similar to you, I guess. This is my friend Scrap. We came here together. This is my friend.
Wife.
No, friend.
Goldie.
Friend.
Well, we've been married like a day. It's not a real marriage. It's
No, you tried exactly. It's not a real marriage.
It's not a real marriage, but we say that we are married.
No, we don't. You say. I don't. This is very much a one-sided deal.
Practically a married couple.
No, we're
by
not.
that much.
This is Sue. Help me. This is kidnapping.
Well, I'm Goldie.
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Nothing. With the bounty on this here gentleman, would you be able to spare some, seeing as I was able to do some of the work? Fair's fair.
I don't see a problem.
Yeah, I kind of expected that, to be honest with you.
Much appreciated. So, shall we?
Okay. So, is there any ending comments?
No, not for me anyway.
Okay.
No.
Then, first and foremost, Erin, are you there?
Apparently not.
Erin.
Let me unmute and then repeat myself. Yes, I am here.
Okay, so you're not there. Cool.
Yes.
So you and Rachel, as night goes into day, or early morning more specifically, you are asleep for the most part of it because you are still a humanoid. The rest of them are monsters. Nelly is asleep for most parts of the night. Tries to nibble you if you get too close, but never really succeeds. She, at best, gets as close as her teeth towards your skin, and then that's it. Because she's either shut down by Lilith, or you kind of just are out of reach. The doctor and her are kind of like talking across the night, trying to figure out the chemical formula needed to change her back and remove not only the rot but also the vampiric portion of things. What would you do through the night to the morning? Obviously sleeping, but elsewise.
Well, if my hair has been braided
Mm-hmm.
and Lilith is suggesting that it makes me look better, I will be cleaning and preening and using all my little magics and perfumes to make myself look presentable, and then I want to go out ready for the day and see if I can flirt with some people, see if the new hairstyle works.
Okay. So, when it comes to early enough in the morning, you're not really too sure what time it is, but eventually you wake up, you see the others are doing their little bits, you kind of ask if you can help out, and there's nothing that you can really do, so you just like preen yourself like the beautiful peacock that you are, splash magic and perfume all at once, make your way out through the sewers, which isn't the best place to start, but you have magic, so who cares?
Yeah.
As you make your way topside, you find your way through Little Town first, and you go into that little cabin area yet again. No one's in there as you walk to the door and push it open, walk out into the streets, kind of just like combing your fingers through your beard, just making sure everything's all in place, and then you look around. You see this small ensemble of young, beautiful women in noble gowns. They're walking along, just going ha 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 to each other with the most horrible fake laughs you've ever heard. But you see these petite frames and beautiful complexions, and you are just drawn like a moth to a flame. And you go wandering. At some point, Lilith, you notice that Severus isn't there anymore. And you're kind of thrown because you've been looking back every so often, but it seems maybe you got absorbed into your work. Oh my god, that is so fucking him. And the little drones kind of wander around you. When you ask, they kind of point toward the door, if you ask, to note that he left. The doctor notes that if you want to stay and help some more, he would appreciate the help, or you can go join Severus and kind of just get busy elsewhere instead of racking your brain over this with him.
No pun intended.
Maybe.
I will. Lilith doesn't know anything's wrong. Lilith thinks everyone's just having a nap,
Mm-hmm.
and Savras is off to go get a bang. So that's neither here nor there. That's just a common occurrence.
Yep.
I guess I'll stay here, but I'll ask the doctor if there's some way that he can like send a message to the others.
Not one that has any immediacy.
I I still haven't got my clothes back yet, have I?
Nope.
I'm gonna go get my clothes.
You've got your hat, I believe.
No, I have Goldie's hat.
Mm.
I'm wearing a cloak or something from Goldie.
Yeah.
All of my stuff's at the hotel.
Oh, yes. You're gonna have to go out into the
I
wild
will-
streets.
I will go get my clothes.
Okay. So you follow along the... What would you be more comfortable in? Trying to go through the sewers back toward where you started, or go through to Little Town and then work your way from there?
Probably the way we came.
Okay. Make a survival or history check.
Oh dear. Ah.
So you use up an extra half an hour on top of a good like 20, 25 minutes as you're exploring with a little bit of uncertainty as to where you're going. You see a couple of rats running alongside and not really paying you much mind. Every now and again you see this one single crocodile that is eyeing you from the distance, and its head pokes up just a little bit as it swims alongside, about 10 feet back, and it kind of irks you a little bit, but it never directly interferes with you. And then at some point, eventually, you find the end of a path, but there is a sewer grate up above, and you kind of push it open and poke your head and look around, and you see the familiar back alley of where you guys fought that strange yeti-like creature, or, well, across from. And you kind of just like push it open and look around, and slowly but surely you make your way back towards the hotel, which takes up another 20 minutes or so. But you do get there eventually. The sun is raising and gently beaming by this point. You easily avoid it for the most part, and eventually make your way back to the hotel. As you get there, clad in your blackened cloak, and you walk inside, you are greeted by a furbolg, who is wearing the same attire as the house, I would say, guardian, the big orc guy had, where it's like a full-on suit and tie ensemble, but he has a white suit and a black tie, and he stood in front of the stairs and sees you as you walk in. He does a small bow but keeps eye contact. I assume, madam, that you belong to room 2.
That is correct.
Then I believe that these are probably yours. Moves over toward the stand in the main hallway. Pulls a small basket of clothes up and a very big hat.
Yes.
And holds up and motions for you to walk up, as if that he'll follow behind you.
I will go towards my hat.
You grab the hat and
I grab my clothes and my hat.
your hat. Okay. Do you put the hat on straight away?
Yeah, and then I'm going to go up to the room.
Okay. He places the basket back down, walks up with you, opens the door for you, and as you make your way inside, everything is spotless. Pillows have been fluffed and puffed and house blown in, and everything has this kind of slight lavendery smell. And you notice a set of fresh pyjamas have been laid out onto the bed, about roughly your size, with enough extra wiggle room for comfort. And with the clothes in hand and the hat on head, you feel a still nice warmth emanating off of them, and a great softness. And you kind of just like hold them close, and it's just, it gives you comfort all across your body, just holding on to them, let alone anything else. As you kind of look around, the bookshelf seems to have changed. new books have been added or books have been moved, or you're not too sure which, but either way, what do you do?
I will immediately put my normal clothes back on.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to go to the room next door and just bang consistently on the door. I assume Gideon's in there. And last time he didn't wake up, so I'm just going to stand and bang on the door.
Okay, so for the sake of time saving, we'll get back to you on that. You lot, as you have him under arrest, are you going to Goldie's guild?
Yes, we got.
Because if that is your intent,
Yeah.
okay. You pass through the streets together.
There's only me and him that can go.
Mhm. He's the bounty, and you're an ex-agent, we shall say. No one else will be allowed in because they're not involved with the guilds, so to speak. You walk
Yeah, that's fine.
about half a mile
Go
until...
in. I'm not part of the guild, am I? Or am I still in it?
Technically, you can get away with it.
Okay. Cool. I'll still go in then.
So you walk about half a mile from that destination you started, and through the streets you come to what looks to be a small, like, gambling den. And as you stop outside the front door to it, you see a couple of people inside, a couple of tables, cards being played. It's a very small place, like about 15 by 15. There's a guard at the front door who just kind of looks you over, Goldie, and you don't recognise him, but he kind of looks you up and down. He's a very tall, like 6'4", like furbog. Sorry, not furbog. Bugbear is what I was trying to say. His arms reaching almost down to the ground, but he's kind of like crossing his arms, looks down toward you. He's got very scratched up face. He's got wild tufts of hair, almost kind of like a lion's mane as well. He's got one little scar just underneath his eye, and he looks at you and goes, hold on. Looks back at he who won't be named. I wonder if someone picked him up then. Are them lot with you, or are they with, you know?
As in, like, the party behind me, just... No, they're just friends.
Yeah.
Just wanted to walk me in.
He then looks back at you lot and kind of makes a shooing motion, and then steps aside for you to walk in with the very necktied, hand-tied, poor unfortunate man himself. As you walk in with him being dragged along, he looks up and he's about to say something. The bugbear just kind of goes, kind of sneers at him, and then waddles in with you. And as you walk in, a couple of people that are playing cards kind of look up. They kind of stare at you with a sort of, what the hell's this about? That's weird. As you walk in, you move to the back. There is a glass screen that's in the way, with a wooden stand beneath that, a table. And someone stood behind it. It's sort of like barricading one side of the room between you and them. This person is completely blackened out almost. You see one hand move over the table, an opened palm, and you just hear, "Show me proof of your entrance. Proof of your allegiance."
get out the, I'm guessing the assigned device I have.
Oh yeah.
Sure enough.
They kind of take your hand and feel it, almost as if they're blind, and feel it intricately, and then the hand slips back into the shadow, and then you see as the people around you start to stand up, the guard at the front door closes the door behind him, and a small doorway opens up in the wall to your right. And the people that are in the room, each, now that they've stood, you see each of them have a little device here or there. And they just look over toward you and him. And as the doorway opens up, you just hear, "Go on in. Nice bounty, sister."
Wow, thank you.
And for this, we're going to secrets. Bye, everybody.
Oh!
Hello.
I wasn't ready for this.
Secret organization, my friend. So,
Oh, my.
as you walk in, the area is immediately pitch black. And walking in, dragging him along, you just hear, "Now that we're all alone, you sure you want to go through with this?"
Oh, why shouldn't I?
Well, firstly, I can give you far more than just a silly little bounty, and you know this. My dear, dear little wifey wouldn't like it if I was suddenly taken away. And if you're seriously gonna kill her, you should at least warn the poor woman. I warned you, didn't I?
You did, but I never said I was gonna kill her.
Well,
not
it
like
was
you.
implied.
I said I was going to see her. You always thought the worst of me, you know? I'm not like you.
Well, if I must be honest, I'm surprised, really, that you didn't shoot me on sight. I'll give you that. Taking me prisoner for a bounty, now that's foolish. Which isn't like you. It was always shoot and get whatever bounty was left over. If you take me in, you know full well I'll worm my way back out. You know that's gonna happen, right, darling?
It might. And if I let you go, then you still. How can I trust you?
No, you can't. Just like I can't trust you to not shoot me before we get there.
Well, what can you offer me then?
Honestly, the only thing I can tell you is, in the next 3 months or so, I'm gonna be a daddy. So I don't really have the time to be messing with exes. And trust me, I've had a couple of rebounds since you left me.
Good to know. Good to know. So you're saying you'd leave me alone?
What choice would I have? I can't have a baby, and a baby mama, and still be in this life. You were gonna be one of my last, a loose end, technically speaking. But if you're truly not gonna cause any harm to her, I won't be so sore if you were to kill me, honestly. But I'd rather you didn't.
And if I gave you in and you wormed your way out, then what? You just gonna come after me again?
Now, come on. You know the rules. I can't just hunt you whenever I like. I might have stretched my authority on this one, which is fair. I got my recompense. But I'm afraid I can't stretch it no further unless someone else puts a bounty on your head. But, again, Unless it's in the next week, which I doubt. I can't do a thing against you. And if I want to live with my wife and child, I'm gonna have to give up the life, which means giving up any chance of hunting you ever again. So, how's about we call it a truce more than anything? You get your money out of me, I pay my way out, and then we go our separate ways. Or you can shoot me, give me up, get a smidgen of gold, and then, well, I hope in hell or heaven or wherever the hell we go next, that you're true to your word and you do leave my lovely alone. Either way, I guess I am at your mercy.
You are. So, well, you know, thinking of you being at my mercy, mm, you don't get to make the deals. I do. So, I was thinking that's a pretty nice gun you have there.
Which,
How about.
technically speaking, you already looted it from him.
Ah.
He has two of them. He has a what's called a scattergun, which is basically a shotgun, and a prototype sniper,
Ooh.
which is the thing he
Well.
shot you with.
Yeah, I kind of guessed. Oh, cool. Well, I guess I'll be keeping these anyway. Hmm. I'm not one to be taking a child away from a family and parents. If I let you go, if I do see you again, I will kill you.
Sounds like a fair deal. And if I'm being honest, if I ever see your friends again, it'll be a bad day for me in hell. I think I lost about 5 teeth with that one armoured fellow of yours.
Yeah, he's pretty good at that. Right, but would you still have the bounty on you?
Yeah, fuck knows. I probably have to pay my way out, but no biggie. Either they take me in and they accept my offer of release and remove the bounty, or I'm fucked. So, either way. What am I gonna do about it? It's not your problem anymore.
It really isn't. It's not my mess. Ah, I'll be the bigger person here. I'm not really wanting to be involved with this sort of thing anymore. I'll let you go. But like I said, I don't want to see you again.
Wait, let me go as in not take me in, or let me go as in take me in but never deal with me again?
As in not hand you in for the bounty. Let you go.
Well, now, ain't you got me all smitten once again? Say such lovely words. Don't worry, darling, I'm long since over it. I'm pretty sure you are too. But if I might give my 2 cents, you may as well turn me in since I'm here. I'd rather it be someone I'm comfortable with. Because the second I walk back out that door, any number of them can just pick me right back up again. So go on ahead and get yourself a pretty pearl or two. On me. He smiles with a smirk you've seen all too many times before.
Fine. Money isn't for me anyway, it's for friends. At least they're actually loyal.
Hey now, you might have a point, but I think we both came off a slight bit better. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't know about that.
Well, you're not in the life much anymore. You got halfway decent and concerned allies, maybe even friends. I mean, it's pretty good, I'd say.
It's not bad, but I can't trust anyone.
Then you really never left. And as he says that, you come to the end of the very long hallway where dim lights that are emanated from these little orbs in the roof that light up whenever you come in proximity. You eventually get to the end of the hallway to a steel door which you push open. As it slowly creaks open, it comes to another small chamber with a similar vibe. There is a small 5x5 glass pane with a small, barely even a couple of inches opening where a hand or an item could be put through. The room itself is covered with a dense stone. There are these two little orbs that are built into the walls that give enough light for you to see in the room, just dimly. With him still held and close by, as you reach this walled section, you look toward the glass. A figure comes close. You can make an outline of a figure in the darkness, but it's like when you as a normal human being are in complete darkness and you kind of make out the images of objects in the room. You kind of see the shadow phasing about behind the glass. They move in front of you and they seem to be sat down, fingers interlinked. The voice echoes a little bit and you can't really get a proper beat on their tone, as it sounds like it's multiplying. What do we have here? He returns as a victim of his own avarice. You will claim the bounty, my dear Goldie?
If I may, are you here?
Do you claim it as a bystander or a member of the guild?
I'll claim it as a member of the guild.
Do you wish to rejoin the guild? Or is this a one-time thing?
Can I just ask, is Frank Buckner still in the guild?
The voice goes silent for a couple of seconds. You see a pair of whites suddenly appear and around where the face is, and then a little tinge of a red pupil. And the face looks toward you. You can see their eyes perfectly almost, but nothing else with any real definition. He resides in the guild still, yes.
Yes, I'd like to rejoin.
Then let me partake of your device for a moment. You see the hand slip out from the shadow, and an actual smoke, a blackness billows out with the hand for a moment. The hand is held open, waiting for yours.
I put my hand there.
Okay. And the hand grasps lightly around yours, and you notice as they wrap around the device, they press their thumb onto the top of it for a couple of seconds and then slip their hand away. You feel this very small, almost like an incision, similar to when the device was attached to you. You feel it take a small pinch of your blood, and then you feel this sensation crawl into the back of your neck almost, and you hear the person from behind the mirror. You hear their voice properly in the back of your head for a second, and it will continue until you leave this area.
Oh wow.
Good. You are one again with us. I am grateful. We missed your optimism. We will give to you, either here and now, the 2,000 gold that was put on his head, or you can always have 1,000 and have 1,000 reserved into the guild, and over time, as per capital, the money will increase every quota that is met. Though, as of current, every quarter that passes is equal to 6 months. Whether or not you wish to wait is your choice. I believe you still have 200 gold invested. It is up to you if you wish to partake of those coin too. What would you like to do with your capital?
So I can take that out though at any time still.
Mm-hmm. You may invest
Okay.
that 1,000 and keep
Oh.
1,000. Or you may take all 2,000 and your bank's worth of 200 extra. It matters not.
I'll invest the 1,000. And then I'll take the 200 out, and then I'll just put 1,000 in. So yeah, I think that will help. My friends, they help me.
Okay.
So I'm taking 1,200 and then put 1,000 in.
Okie dokie. Save that. Done. So
Oh.
as you mention it, within a couple of seconds, you see the hand slip out again. The hand is like a great large maw now. As it slips out, the shadows leaking out with it for a moment. You see the hand drop something and then move back into the blackness. You see a big old pouch of, you assume, coins. It's completely tied up. On the front of it is a simple bank symbol, the Bank of Janasta, which has a set of ram horns with a golden coin that connects them. As you take it and you kind of look inside, you notice there are a couple of platinum pieces, as well as a ton of gold pieces, for your total investment of 1,200.
Ah.
As you close it up, attach it to your side, you feel the gaze from the creature behind the wall turn to Clarence. Now, if you would like to leave him behind and make your way back, we will attend to him.
Gladly. I guess it wasn't really nice seeing you again, but thanks for the guns and the money.
He kind of just looks you up and down for a moment with just a plain face, turns away slowly, and as he looks forward toward the smoky blackness, you just hear, "I did miss you from time to time, by the by."
Okay, and then I would like to walk out.
Mm-hmm. As you walk away, you hear as the door closes with an ever slow creak behind you, and then as it closes, you hear a kind of and then you hear several bolts locking themselves behind you, and you begin your path, long path back. Eventually, you make your way back to the door, open it up, and you move inside. You notice everything is back to a relative normality. They're all sat at the table still. They look up toward you, each of them giving you that kind of knowing look of, we know you're back. And some of them smile, some of them not. The person behind the counter, you can see them properly now. They are a very shaggy but bunned hair elder lady with greying hair. She seems to be a halfling. She's got a little wart on her nose. She's on the elder scale of things, but she's not like 80s, 90s kind of thing. She's more like in the later 60s. She's sat on a stool and she looks over toward you with this great big toothy smile. As you make your way toward the door, you knock, the door is opened, and we will go back to the call.
Ooh.
Why, hello.
Yeah, you can find other people online and they can just join in. You can invite them to your party and stuff like that if you want. There's never going to be a time where you're just going to have somebody show up, but by all means, if you're somehow in the same galaxy as somebody, like a randomer, and you are in the same area, you will see them. Like, they'll just be there.
Okay. So, yeah.
Back to business. I see you're not dead yet, or there hasn't been any attack rolls happening.
Whoa,
so...
you don't know. You don't know that.
Well, I haven't seen any attack rolls, so you know.
Hey, they can go to GM, you know.
True.
So, she appears as the door is opened again, and walks forward to greet you all. What is the first thing you say to each other? Sophie in particular, I suppose.
Well, that's dealt with, I guess.
Yes.
I got his. Yeah. He was trying to like. I guess kind of get me to release him, kind of not. It was really confusing, and then he was like, "Just hand me in," so I just handed. Yeah, and then it was. Yeah, I walked out and like they just took him and yeah, I don't know what's happened to him really, but I got the money. So anyway, it is 1,200 gold.
She's like,
yeah, it is lagging pretty bad.
Yeah, it's lagging.
Just checking.
Mozzie.
Hello, Moz.
I'm back. Sorry.
There you go.
Well, yeah, I was just saying, like, we have 1,200 gold. Hmm?
1,200?
Yeah, 1,200 gold.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that like in total?
And that's in total. Yeah.
Dang.
So I'm more than happy to share that out between you guys. You did kind of save me.
And what about Lilith and Davros?
I think it should work out 200 each. 1, 2.
No.
Yeah, 200 gold each.
Yeah, even including our new compatriot here. And getting a look
Yeah.
at the Dragonborn.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Pretty good deal.
So, like, what happens in there? Like, what's the kind of deal with it? How is he dealt with? And Gideon
I
even
don't
does
know.
like quotation marks with that.
I didn't see. I was just told, am I handing him in? And I was like, yes, I am. And they're like, here's the money. And I was like, okay. And I walked out and they slammed the door. And I don't know. I didn't hear anything else.
Well, fair enough. I got nothing else to ask. What about you guys?
Sounds like it's not our problem anymore. Let's go celebrate.
Well, like I was saying to you earlier, I know a lovely pub.
Hmm.
Shouldn't we head back to the hotel?
I think so.
Should we find
Actually,
Lilith
nice.
and Sabras?
Well, they're not going to be going anywhere, so why don't we go back to the hotel and go to sleep? And then they'll probably either find us in the morning, or we can just go back to the doctor and find them in the morning.
Well, you're staying involved next. Yeah.
What, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually don't know. Lee, where would you say I'm staying?
There would have been a, without giving things away, there'd have been a local residency, we'll say, related to you and your backstory, that you would have had
Alright.
nearby, that you would have stayed at temporarily. But given how far you've all come at this point, you would have to journey quite a distance back without them, because. Okay. What are you lot doing immediately? Do you tell him where you stay, or?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'd tell him where
Yeah.
I'm staying. I'm not trying to hide it.
Okay. Well, the distance between where you're currently staying, which is more of a stay of necessity, and where they are residing, is like 3 miles in difference.
Yes.
So you can choose to stay at your current place or go with them to wherever they're staying.
I might go with them because I'm assuming they'll be gathering for drinks and having a good time, and I'd like to get involved. Because I'd like to know more about this guild.
Mm-hmm.
Good question. I don't know a lot about the guild.
Perhaps I can join you all for a few drinks in celebration of our recent coinage.
Sure, but it kind of depends where we're staying. Where we're staying isn't like your local pub. It's a bit of a nice place, really. So not to get rowdy. There's a nice bar.
It's
You can by all
real
means have a drink there.
fancy.
There's a lovely bar. By all means, you can have a nice drink there and it'd be, joyful for the evening. But you can't really get. How do I put this delicately? Shit-faced.
I don't plan on getting, as you say, shit-faced.
Happy days. Come on along, well boy. Come on.
Alright, so I guess we're off.
Okay. So before anything, let me just note, first and foremost, I have moved North, the prototype sniper, and Jesse, the scattergun, over to you, my dear Goldie. Feel free to have a read of them. I will note 2 problems that will need a certain someone in the party's attention.
How you doing?
Oh, I noticed what it says. God damn it.
The sniper North was damaged in the explosion because
My bad.
Hey, you did what you had to do. It caused a lot of ruckus. It was great. The barrel was damaged, and putting any bullets in that and trying to fire it is basically asking to blow it up. And the scattergun, it has small, more cosmetic damage, to be honest. There's no real problem with it, but if it matters whatsoever. Also, it does have literally the name etched into the side of it, Jesse. So, you've got to kind of live with that.
James.
James.
Yes, Jesse. Oh, cool. I have some new guns.
Feel free to have a read of them. They are unique, sort of.
Ooh.
But you all go for a wander as you make your way through town. The light of day is kicking up. You have been going all night, one could say. And as you make...
I'd be going straight to bed.
Oh, yes.
If it's literally at the point in time where the sun is rising,
Mm-hmm.
then Gideon is going straight to his bed. 100%.
The sun is rising up over most parts of Janasta by this point, behind you. And you just get into the hotel. You see a Furbolg staff member. He greets you, takes your name, guides you and the others. Would you all like to go for a drink in the bar? I will note it will be expensive, but you do have the money.
Nah, straight to bed for me.
Okay.
I'm bloodied still. I'm tired.
As you walk in, a immediate cleansing is made of you via magic. As you notice, the Furbolg looks you over and just goes, no, can't have that. Waves his hand for a second, and quite literal sprinkles of light burst around you. And any blood spots across your body, any muck, anything that's not proper clothing is gently drawn from you and turned to moisture in the air. Same for each of you, actually, because you all taken at least one little bit of damage.
Nice.
I will note, though, those lot don't technically have a room here, so are they going to join you in yours?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Scrap is more than welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Goldie has been given permission to stay in room number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Lilith isn't. No, Lilith is sleeping in the doctor. Well, Lilith is
Can I actually get in?
Nope.
Would they let me in? Well, Lilith there?
Nope.
I wouldn't know that though. So Scrap's more than welcome to come join. I'm not gonna lie. Gideon will just look at the track and won't be like, admit you tonight. Usually people buy me dinner before I get invited to their bedrooms, so you may have to get your own. Yeah, so summary, Scrap's welcome.
What
Well-
part of the timeline is this?
Gotta protect the homies. You know
It'll
what I'm saying?
be 2 hours.
Just went and
If-
got you some money.
It'll be 2 hours before you get there.
Okay.
Rachel.
He's your pregnant wife.
Yeah.
I literally just went
Hey,
somewhere
you're not
by
here.
myself.
You hear me say it in the back of your head.
The ghost of Lilith.
I just went and got you some money by myself, and this is how you treat me.
Well, not really. For one, you didn't even bring my rope back, so, like, you know, call it a tax.
I'm your wife.
No, you're not.
Man, you're boring.
As long as that keeps you away from me, fuck it, I'll be boring. See you later. He's gonna go with it.
How much is it for a room?
Do you go ask?
Technically, yeah,
Yeah.
because we got given ours for free, so.
So,
Yeah, I guess.
okay, you're at the front desk. You talk to the Furbolg clerk. For one room for a night is 100 gold.
Ah! Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Gideon!
High class, motherfucker.
Gideon! No. No way.
I mean, his pillows are fluffed, and there is a fire that's on,
You have no one to
and the bed is a water bed.
scrap.
Would I hear it?
You'd hear it.
And he's asleep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's KO'd.
Oh yeah, Gideon's like, his suit of armor is just stood there. Mini-Me is basically been perched ever so gently on one pillow, just to, like, basically regain his energy. And Gideon is sprawled over the bed, like at an angle. One of his arms is hanging off the side. He's just drooling into the pillow. He's gone. He's gone.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'm going to sneak them in.
Okay.
Yeah, scrap.
So the door ekes open, and you think to yourself for a second, should I be quiet? And then you just hear So
Don't need to be quiet.
each of you.
I mean, good luck sleeping with that, but yeah.
Each of you invited in. Eventually, Rachel comes back around. You go into your room for a moment, put on your bits. You come out, start knocking on the door with all power, and those of you who are trying to sleep, can sleep, can't sleep, aka probably all of you, bar of course Ollie, you hear the sounds of immediate like heavy knocking on the door with intent.
I opened the door.
And you are visited by a lovely Lilith.
Hey.
Hey, Lilith. Here's
How
some
is-
gold.
Oh. Thank you. How
Oh,
is
welcome.
how is he still sleeping?
Oh, we just got here.
Uh, what?
Yeah. Been an eventful night. Oh, also, here, meet Valnex.
Is Valnex asleep as well?
What? How
And I
many of you
point
are
to
in
the
that room?
big dragon. Just a few of us. Having a slumber party.
What? I was only in the sewers for a few hours. What did you do?
Oh, you have no idea. And I just tell everything.
Just law dump.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I braided Savras's hair,
Ooh.
and then Nelly tried to eat him,
Mm.
and then he left. So that's what we did.
Trying to get his dick wet.
Yes,
Mm.
as usual.
You have a way with words, Scrap.
Oh, Gideon now wakes up. Yes.
I don't know where he is, but I'm going to go back to the sewers.
Okay. You sure you want to go alone?
You can sleep in my room. I'm just a
I'm,
bit
I'm going to look at Goldie and Varnex, like, because I don't need a silent room.
I mean, I'm good here. I don't want to get chucked out because they know I'm not in that room.
Oh,
I would clarify, by the way, Gideon is sprawled over the bed. Like, it's not he's neatly on half the bed, he is taking up the whole
Starfish.
thing. Yeah,
my
he is sprawled.
my
I'll
concern
go to the bathroom.
my concern is that if I don't go back to the sewers, if Savras gets back before me, we might have a sparkly vampire. So, or just a dead sparkly corpse.
Hmm.
This would be fabulous.
You have a
Oh, wait,
point.
carry on.
I mean, it would be the prettiest corpse you ever did see, but that's not the point. Savras didn't use his words. He just left, so I couldn't tell him where you were going to be.
Hmm.
Although I suppose he'll be, as you say, getting his dick wet for a few hours. So I guess
Stamina.
I'll go read a book in my room.
Yeah, okay. Just, let us rest for a bit and we'll join you.
Feel free to sleep in my room if you would like, as I will be in there anyway. And
Nah,
I will
it's fine.
just exist as usual.
We're having a great time in here, you know?
Well, enjoy your post money sleepover. I'll go back to my room now, I suppose.
Also, tomorrow we're going to party. So, yeah,
Okay.
probably. I guess. We kind of made a promise to Varnex and we don't want to let him down, since he's the new guy here.
Ooh,
We
ooh.
want to think we're cool.
Wait, I have an idea. Let me try something. I'm
Okay.
gonna really concentrate in my head, and I'm gonna attempt to send a message to Nelly.
Mm-hmm.
Does it work?
What do you say? What do you say is the question?
Nelly, can you hear me?
You hear... Oh, this is weird. Is that
Oh,
you, Lilith?
good news! It's me. I can talk into your head now. Anyway,
Is that normal?
I'm sure that's a breach of privacy.
I mean, for you, it is normal now. I mean, be lucky it's just my voice, because there are a lot of people on this brain network. Ignore the snoring. Tell the doctor that I am staying at the hotel with the rest of my friends, and if Savras is to return, then tell him to help the doctor and wait for us to come back.
Hmm.
No biting, Nelly.
Ugh, I can't help it, you know that.
No biting.
Mm.
You want to bite something, I'll bring you back a dead rabbit or something.
Ugh, that sounds awful. But also weirdly delectable.
You'll love it. I'll get you a rabbit.
Mm.
Okay, I have to stop doing this now, or my dad will tell me off. Goodbye.
Bye? And then... poof. Every now and again, just like, without even realising, you'll hear one of her thoughts, like sideways being sent to you, but she doesn't realise she's doing it, now that that connection's been established. But after about, a couple of hours, maybe the most part of the morning, it kind of stops. Just innately. So...
Okay, so the doctor knows where we are, and Savras will wait with the doctor if he goes back.
Okay, good.
Now I'm going to read a book. Please don't. If he snores that much for much longer, please just smother him with a pillow.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. But I can cast silence every once in a while if you want. You'll have 10 minutes.
2 minutes apiece.
It's like setting an alarm in reverse.
On second thoughts, I'm going to take a book and sit downstairs. I take a book off of Gideon's bookshelf and just go straight downstairs.
Okay.
What the hell, man? Minime's just tuts you as you leave.
Okay. Well, is there any closing statements? As the morning comes to full fruition, comes to about, specifically for Sir Tired and is currently snoring his fucking face off, it is 10:30.
And then 40 AM and 27 seconds.
How much money did
200 gold.
200? Nice.
200 for everybody.
200.
Everybody out here being rich.
Oh yeah, well,
Nice.
I'm the richest person in the universe, so fuck all
That's
of you.
because you are God.
I am God. I am God in a godless universe.
Incorrect, we have a cleric.
So, she also no gods.
Yeah, damn. Damn, you took your God from me down there.
Goddamn.
Well, that will be session. I will leave last
Nice.
statements. If there's any questions about those guns, let me know. If there's any...
Yeah. He also had 2 pistols.
Mhm.
What about them?
They're palm pistols.
Sarge.
Ah, okay.
So does that mean one of us can shoot him from a distance? Shoot people?
Yeah, if you've got proficiency with firearms.
I do.
I already have palm pistols, so that's fair game for anyone.
Just take them for parts.
I have.
I have proficiency with pistols. That's
Oh,
fucking great.
just a poor gun.
Oh,
I would ask Gideon as well, like, to take a look at some point.
Does
Just poke it at
hand
You
crossbow
wake him
count?
up with a fucking gun.
It does not.
him.
Ah,
I'll stick it in your mouth while you.
Wow.
Pat.
Oh wow.
Wow, that's one way to never get anything fixed by me ever again.
There's no way to treat your husband.
What? Sticking things in his mouth?
I mean, specifically guns, but okay.
We don't kink shame here.
Bro.
It's her thing.
So there is a line.
It's her way of showing love.
It is. It's
A very,
gorgeous.
very dangerous way.
Yeah, isn't
Goldie
that
loves
sexy?
guns.
You know.
It's fine. Gideon's a clever man. He just filed down the firing pin on every gun before he goes to bed. So they just never work. He'll be a bitch when she's caught in a fight, though.
Yeah. If there's any questions and yada yada, ask them as usual.
Did we level up?
Hold on. Jesus fucking Christmas.
Oh my
You
god.
said ask any question.
Yeah, give me a second to finish the statement.
Tell me.
Firstly, fuck you, yes you do.
Actually do.
Yes.
I was not expecting the 2 levels.
Bang bang.
Let's go. I get dual attacks. Come on. Karen.
Yeah, you level up.
We get our long rest as well, technically.
Yes. You all get your long rest, so everybody recovers everything that you've lost. If there's any questions about the guns, let me know. If there's any questions in general, let me know. Same as always. If there's any questions that require an inspiration to be used, I will tell you. As in, I won't tell you what the answer is. If anyone has the option, if anyone wants to ask me an inspiration question, ask me now.
Not an inspiration question, but just a question. Why have I only got 14 hit points now?
There is probably something wrong with your sheet.
I only have 14, and I'm sure I had more than 14.
You must. You're level 5, bro. If you have 14 hit
That's-
points at level 5,
Hold on, that's what?
It says on my
Yeah.
sheet, it says my hit points are 14.
Hold on, let me just check that. I can just go back in the...
I think I had like 29 or 27.
Sounds about right, to be fair.
well, you're just taking the average, aren't you?
Hold on.
And what's your modifier?
+4.
+4. So you should have 12 at level 1. Then if you're just taking the average, it'll be half your hit points +1 +4. So you'd be getting 9 per level. So at level 5, you should have you should have a lot more HP than that. What the fuck?
You had 32 last I checked.
Nice.
That was on video stream, so you know it's official.
I fixed it to 32.
Yeah, buddy.
I was very concerned for a second.
The token on the screen will not change because it is set as an individual token,
That's fine.
so you can ignore that.
That's just a site token.
Yes.
Batman.
Okay, so yeah, everybody levels up. Feel free to do your health now if you want, or later. I will
I'll
remind.
just take average.
Nice.
Easy.
Good news, I have Revivify now.
Oh.
Nice.
Looks at
I do
Sophie.
get level 2 spells now.
I
I
also
was really concerned I wasn't gonna come out alive, not gonna lie.
I also have
Like-
Speak with Dead, so if I can't save you, I'll say bye.
Bye.
You know.
Bye, have a good time.
Bye.
And Sending, so I can just talk in your head forever.
Yeah,
Oh no.
25
Oh,
words or
no.
less.
Wait, do I get another?
Hey, I get an
No, I
extra
don't, okay,
attack
never
now.
I thought I got another. Wait, no, do I?
If anyone has any questions about level up, just let me know.
Bang bang.
No, I don't get another infused item yet. Damn, it's the next level I get.
I will level up later. I think I gave you back the infused item you gave me.
Mm-hmm.
Did I? Or you
Yep.
just pass cons? Oh, so I
Yeah.
have just a free infusion to use? Shit, I've got that
I
marked
think
down
so,
as an
because
average giving you.
I gave it back.
You did.
Because I have Warcaster.
Cool,
so
right.
I
wanna
do not
put an
need no more.
infusion somewhere else then. Let me check my known infusions and I might be able to help someone out.
If anyone rolls a 1, you can re-roll it on HP.
Now you rolled a 6 there, but
I know.
Ooh, I have Destroy Undead now.
Mm.
Ooh.
Prepares
I get
undead
an extra
enemies.
attack.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, I could just give myself a +1 weapon as well. That's fine.
I'm watching you, motherfucker. Sneaky out.
I get a whole bunch of
I'm
stuff from level
smart,
5.
see? I'm smart, you see?
Yeah, see?
Level 3 spells. Level 3 spells.
I only just got level 2, but I'm excited.
Dude, you're all getting a bunch of shit.
Oh yeah, I get an extra attack too. Going for the old double hit.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure
The
you
1-2
all get
combo.
extra attack for the most part.
I don't, but I get extra spells.
Extra attack, boy.
I get
So
both.
many spells.
Bang, bang.
Extra
I get
attack,
extra
extra
spells.
key point, and stun strike.
Yeah, buddy.
I get extra attack and level 2 spells now. Yes! It's a game changer for me. Game changer.
Oh, there's a lot of druid spells.
I'm gonna have to sort that shit out later though. Because for now, I need a pee, so I'll be leaving, I suppose, actually, because the session's over.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I need to go to bed, so I will be off now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good night.